And another Fox News urgent, a live look at the courthouse in Brooklyn, or at me, where jurors at least are deliberating in the trial of the world's most notorious drug lord. Prosecutors say that El Chapo, as we know him, is responsible for smuggling tons of cocaine into the United States and slaughtering rival cartel members. Defense attorneys claim their client has been framed and that his role in the cartel is, quote, widely exaggerated. Defense attorney and former prosecutor Bob Bianchi is joining us here. Widely exaggerated.
Yes, Shep. You know, I put together what I used to do when I was trying to prove a drug conspiracy or a leader of an organized narcotics entity. And what we have here is you look for witnesses, electronic data, wiretaps, pictures, videos, accounting records to show money laundering, bribes, payoffs, the drugs themselves, and flight is always a nice cherry on top when a person is trying to avoid law enforcement. All of that came in this case. The U.S. attorneys did a tremendous job by putting cooperating witnesses on. And of course, the defense says, oh, it's exaggerated and they're just trying to help themselves get out of their own trouble. But not when you have actual audio tapes from the defendant making conversations with massive drug deals and all of the other anecdotal evidence that the U.S. attorneys put together to show, no, you can believe these guys because we have other evidence that's independent that corroborates their testimony. Strong case for the government.
Do you think they're about to convict him?
You know, there's a lot of charges here, and I think the answer to your question is yes, I think they are. Now, will they maybe have a little wobbliness with regard to, you know, one or two charges? Shep, this is actually what went into the jury, if you could see this here. It is multiple pages of questions that they have to go through, multiple counts. So maybe he avoids or escapes one or two of those counts. I just can't see with the overwhelming amount of evidence in this case that you're going to be able to escape all of it. Now, they've had a couple of jury questions that have come back. Some of it is the requirement of reading all of the testimony of some major government witnesses who worked with El Chapo in his organization, and they want all of the testimony read back. That's not unusual to happen, but it says to me that there may be one or two jurors there that are a little recalcitrant at this point in time, and they're saying, okay, let's listen to these guys, and after you listen to them, you tell me that this guy is innocent. I think that may be going on in the jury room right now.
What was the level of concern among those involved with this prosecution that El Chapo and his hundreds of millions might be able to, in one way or another, influence this PAM?
Shep, that's a great question. And in my mind, that would be the #1 thing that I'd be concerned with as a prosecutor, and have been concerned with a prosecutor with a very high-profile person, and actually was involved in a case where a juror was gotten to. That is two questions that I have. Will a juror be afraid to convict because of the danger associated with it, or has somebody gotten to a juror? Now, this judge has done his best, or their best, to sequester these jurors so that that doesn't happen. But that would be the thing that would concern me clearly in this case.
The security's been mighty tight.
Yeah.
Like nothing I've ever seen in 20-plus years around here.
Yeah, for sure.
Bob, thank you.
You got it, Shep.
Ahead.